Hi, I'm Haley, and I'm here at Arkansas Physical Health and Rehab. And today I wanted to share some really cool information with all of our listeners joining in. We're going to be talking about subluxations. But before I get to that, I wanted to go over when a new patient comes into our office with a problem, we always look at what we call the Triad of Health. We know that all health problems can come from one or more 6 of these parts. So structure is what I'll be hitting on today, but we also look at toxins, emotions, allergies and sensitivities, nutrition, which is a big part, and electrical pollution. However, when somebody comes in with a structural problem to our office, the doctors or our chiropractors here in the office can fix that with what's called an adjustment. And when they make an adjustment, what they're correcting is called a subluxation. And so you might be wondering what a subluxation is, and I'll get into that in just a second, but a subluxation could be causing a number of symptoms other than neck and back pain. For example, subluxations cause headaches, sinus and allergy issues, could cause digestive tract issues, could affect the hormones, a number of things here. And these 2 boards back here kind of demonstrate all the different aspects that a subluxation could affect. But when you come in with a subluxation, let me show you what the doctors are looking for. So a subluxation, this is a model of your spine. You got the back of your head, your neck, your mid back, your low back, and your pelvis. Your legs come out down there. And then you got your vertebrae, which are the bones, and then the disc, which is like a squishy sponge in between each of your vertebrae. And then the nerves come out down to the side there. But let me grab this model here because it's kind of easier to understand. So again, we got our vertebrae, our disc, and the nerves come out to the side there. So a subluxation, that word, is anywhere along the spine or these vertebrae just might be slightly out of alignment like that and putting pressure on the nerve coming out to the side there. And so when the doctors do an adjustment, what they're doing is just moving these vertebrae back into spot like that. And so then it takes the pressure off the nerve so the brain can effectively communicate with the rest of your body, so it's not in pain or any other symptoms you might be having. If we have a subluxation and we don't get it treated, or we live with our symptoms without getting them checked out, it could eventually cause degeneration or arthritis of the spine. And so I have some models that kind of break that down and show what those are. So this model shows phase 1 of degeneration. You can see the disc is starting to flatten out here in the middle. So it's not as plump as this first healthy spine that I showed you. And we even got some wear and tear around the rings here. And so if we have a subluxation, again, in this stage, and we keep going on and treat it, it could eventually get worse and slip into a phase 2 of degeneration, which is shown with this model here. We have a lot more degenerative going on with the disc in the middle, and you can see bone spurs starting to form on top and bottom there. And again, if we keep going on untreated, the degeneration is just going to keep getting worse, and we could eventually hit a phase 3 degeneration, which is shown with this model here. Now the disc in the middle is basically worthless at this point, and we have a lot of bone spurs going on, so the vertebrae are bone on bone now. Very painful situation to be in. It's not necessarily going to kill a person, but it could be pretty painful. Not a good place to be. And so here at Arkansas Physical Health and Rehab, we have lots of options, like I said, to help treat subluxations, but that's what we do here. This is my first Facebook Live. If you didn't already pick that up, hopefully you gained some information from this. And how do you get subluxations? I guess that could be a cool thing we go over. So how you get subluxations, there's 3 different ways. You can get one physically from like physical trauma, being in a car accident or a sports injury. You could have repetitive motion, just doing the same thing every day, using like sitting at a computer or a desk for work. So you could have improper workstation design, which could cause subluxations. Chemically goes over anything like toxins you might have in your food or in the air we breathe or the water we drink, or just having a bad diet could cause subluxations. And then emotionally, if we have a lot of stress in the body, then that could also play an effect on your immune system and make you more susceptible to getting disease or a subluxation as well. And so we're exposed to those kinds of traumas every day, but we've got to make sure that we take care of our bodies and are preventative so we can be healthy. Anyways, I'm Haley again, at Arkansas Physical Health and Rehab. So thank you for joining us today, and I hope you found this informational.